Hello everyone, this is my project 2 for the Rennaisance Masters. My artist was Jan van Eyck, and this is the visual timelines and go through chronological order of his paintings throughout the years. Alright, here you can see a timeline overview. It gets us detailed what we're about to go over. Has several different of his artwork. It starts from 1430 and goes to 1441. All right, so the first one is St. Francis of Assisi receiving the stigmata. This is from 1430. Dimensions of this were 12 centimeters by 14 centimeters. It is currently housed in the Philadelphia Museum of Art. I enjoy the dark tones of this painting by Van Eyck. I am intrigued by the landscape of this painting as well. You can tell all the detail on the rocks and also the background. You can also tell the detail he spent a lot of time on the clothing that these people are wearing. You can tell by all the shading and the shadows. I really enjoyed looking at this piece of art. The next is a portrait of man with a blue chaperon from 1430. Dimensions of this are 12 centimeters by 14 centimeters. It is currently housed in the Philadelphia Museum of Art. I got some of my quotes from a website. Buskirk said represents a type of painting circulated to propose a marriage. It could be packed and taken to a family of the bride. You can tell that the person in the portrait is holding a ring in his right hand. So it does give, the perspective of this could be, painted for a marriage proposal. All the detail in his headpiece, the bright blue, goes well with the darker colors. So again, the attention to detail that Van Eyck used is remarkable. All right, the Ghent altarpiece, 1432. Dimensions of this are 350 centimeters by 460 centimeters. Currently housed in the Cathedral of St. Bavo in Ghent, Belgium. Buskirk stated the painter Herbert van Eyck, greater than whom no one is to be found, began the work. Jan, the second brother, with art completed it. So Jan actually wrote that out. So it's a piece of artwork that him and his brother did together. So I did learn that, Hubert started this piece and then Jan finished it. All right, so Men in the Red Turban, 1433. I really enjoyed this one. Just looking over it and just looking, all the detail. Dimensions are 26 centimeters by 14 centimeters. Currently housed in the National Gallery in London. This is a self-portrait of Jan van Eyck. So the contrast between the red turban and the dark clothing in the background really make the turban stand out. And for me, this is the focal point of the painting. So you have the bright colors of the red turban with all the shading and, the lines. And the dark background next to the skin, like it definitely stands out. So definitely a self-portrait that I enjoyed looking into, and I like to know more about his purpose behind this and the red turban. So I definitely enjoyed this one. All right, the Afflin portrait, 1434. Dimensions of this one are 82 by 60 centimeters. It's currently housed in the National Gallery in London. The Afflin portrait is quite literally one of the single most famous paintings in the history of European art. That's what Buskirk said. I kind of, they're just the layers. I know we studied this one in, previous modules or this earlier module, but just seeing the green that the woman's wearing, next to the background with the red bed. And my favorite part is the actual mirror behind them. So if you zoom in on it, you can see that there's someone standing in the doorway, kind of our perspective of the painting. So someone's looking in, and he actually, took the time to make that part of the detail and, just intricate things. So this is probably my favorite one out of the whole group that we're going over today. So I really enjoyed looking at this one and, looking at the meaning behind it. All right, the Madonna of the Chancellor Rowan, 1435. Dimensions of this are 66 centimeters by 62 centimeters. Currently housed in the Louvre Museum in Paris. For me, the complexity of the room shows great skill by Van Eyck. The columns have detail if you zoom in on them, and the background looking into the water stands out to me. So I like seeing the backgrounds and how they, how Von Eyck kind of, use that more and more, not just the focal point of the people in this, but also the attention and detail behind them. All right, the Annunciation of 1436. Dimensions are 90 centimeters by 34 centimeters, currently housed at the National Gallery of Art in Washington. So what first stands out to me is the clarity of the blue dress that Mary's wearing in this. So I did learn, by this process that oil paintings, the layers used are what give the boldness. So you can see the boldness of the blue that she's wearing. It kind of stands out. It's something that, when you first look at it, your eyes are drawn to it. So that was my favorite part about this. Just the clarity that it has. So it definitely something I enjoyed. All right, St. Barbara, 1437. Dimensions of this are 34 centimeters by 18 centimeters. Currently housed in the Royal Museum of Fine Arts in Belgium. This Jan van Eyck artwork is unlike the others. It is a drawing. Most of his are oil paintings. So this, for me, does show, how well-rounded Van Eyck was and how skilled he was at his craft. All right, the Virgin of the Church, 1438 through 40. So historians are not sure exactly when this was completed, but the dimensions of this are 63 by 48 centimeters. It's currently housed in Berlin. So Buskirk said the scale of the Virgin and the Child is out of proportion to her surroundings. She stands taller than even the archways of the Grand Arcade. I agree with her. You can tell that the woman in this is a lot larger than her surroundings, how it would be if, was proportionate to scale. So I wonder kind of what Jan van Eyck's reasoning was for this. All right, the Crucifixion, 1441. Dimensions are 56 by 19 centimeters. Currently housed in the Metropolitan Museum of Art. I believe that Van Eyck used a linear perspective when completing this. If you can tell, the horizontal line and vanishing point are right behind Jesus that are in the center. So it kind of gives the background look with the sky, but also with Jerusalem behind them and all the people in front. So I definitely think that provides a lot of depth and skill by Van Eyck. All right, so the last one is the Last Judgment, 1441. This one is actually right next to the Crucifixion one, the previous slide. They are so one's on the left, one's on the right. This one's the one on the right. So the dimensions are 56 centimeters by 19 centimeters. Currently housed in the same place as the Crucifixion, the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Again, this one, it was side by side, so you can see after the Crucifixion what's going on in this painting. So it gives a perspective of Van Eyck's perspective on his religion and of Jesus Christ. All right, so here's my works cited. 2 different ones that I used to gain all information. I appreciate everything. Thank you.